hardest part of getting into cybersecurity isn't the technical skills, it's not even the certifications, and it's not the job market itself. It's deciding which career to actually pursue. SOC Analyst, GRC, Cloud Security, DevSec Ops, Penetration Tester, IAM, DFIR, AI Security. 8 different paths, 8 different skill sets, 8 different salaries, and every YouTube video tells you to just start without helping you to figure out where. This is probably one of the most important videos that you're ever gonna watch to decide what is the best career path for you. I'm a CISO. I've hired across every one of those roles, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one matches your personality, your skills, and your career goals. No quiz, no guessing, just a framework that actually works. Before I walk you through every role, I want you to hold 3 questions in your mind. These 3 questions will tell you which career is yours. Question number 1. Are you a detective, a builder, or a strategist? Question number 2. Do you want to work with people, with systems, or with evidence? And question 3. Does the idea of breaking things excite you more than protecting them? Your answers to those 3 questions eliminate half of the careers instantly. By the end of this video, you'll know your answers. Let me show you what each path actually looks like. Not the marketing version, the real version, so you can decide for yourself. If your first instinct when something goes wrong is to investigate, to ask what happened, when did it happen, and how do I prove it, you have detective's mind. 2 careers are built for detectives. SOC Analyst, the first responder. Imagine a dashboard, 347 alerts from overnight, 340 false positives, normal traffic flagged by broad rules. Your job is finding the 7 that really matter. That's SOC. You're the person staring at SIM, a security event dashboard, triaging alerts, investigating suspicious activity, and deciding, is this real or is this just noise? If you love pattern recognition, if you're the person who notices when something is slightly off, if you enjoy repetitive analysis where the stakes are real, SOC is your entry point. Starting salary is 25 to 35 UK, 50 to 70k in the US. Timeline, we're talking about 6 to 9 months. And rough cost, that's £400. SOC is the most common entry point, but it's also the most competitive. I'll tell you how to stand out in a moment. Next is DFIR Analyst, the crime scene investigator. Now, if SOC is the first responder, DFIR is the crime scene investigator. It's 2 a.m. A company's network is encrypted. Ransomware. The CEO needs answers. How did they get in? How long were they inside? And what did they take? You examine the hard drives that have been wiped. You analyze memory dumps from servers that are now offline. You recover deleted files that aren't really deleted. You build a minute-by-minute timeline of the attack from digital evidence that most people don't even know that exist. If you're the person who reads true crime documentaries, who loves forensics, who wants to reconstruct events from fragments of evidence, DFIR is your career. Starting salary 30 to 45k in the UK, 60 to 80k in the US. Timeline 12 to 14 months, and rough cost that's 350 to 850 pounds. Every forensic tool is free. So the SOC to DFIR pipeline is real. Many people start in SOC, build investigation skills, then transition to DFIR. They're complementary, not competing. Some people don't want to investigate problems. They want to build systems that prevent the problems from ever happening. If you're the person who would rather design a lock than investigate a break-in, you're a builder. Cloud security engineer, the infrastructure architect. Every company is moving to the cloud. AWS, Azure, GCP, and every one of them needs someone who can build secure infrastructure. You write Terraform code that deploys entire environments automatically with encryption, least privilege access, and network segmentation baked in from day one. You don't click buttons in a console, you write code that clicks buttons for you. The difference between cloud security analyst, that is 40 to 50K, and a cloud security engineer, 55 to 70K, is Terraform. That one skill adds 20 to 30K to your salary. Now, starting salary is 55 to 70K in the UK and 90 to 120 in the US. Timeline, we're talking about 10 months. Cost, £715. If you love automation, if you think in systems rather than alerts, if you'd rather prevent a fire than fight one, cloud security engineering is your path. DevSecOps engineer, the pipeline guardian. DevSecOps is cloud security's sibling, but instead of securing the infrastructure, you are securing the pipeline that builds the infrastructure. SAST, static application security testing, scans that catch vulnerabilities in code before it's deployed. Container scanning that blocks vulnerable Docker images from production. Secrets detection that catches hard-coded API keys before they reach GitHub. You're embedded in the development team. You're the person who makes security invisible, automated, fast, and integrated in every single deployment. Starting salary, 55 to 70K in the UK, 90 to 120K in the US. Timeline, 12 to 14 months, and the cost of certifications is 350 to up to £1,000. The question between cloud security and DevSecOps is, do you want to secure what gets built or how it gets built? Infrastructure versus pipeline. Both are massive in demand. Okay, if you just heard Terraform, Python, and pipeline scanning and thought, that's absolutely not me, stay here. Because the next two careers need almost no coding. Not every cybersecurity career is technical. Some of the highest paid and fastest advancing paths are strategic. GRC Analyst, essentially the policy architect. GRC stands for governance, risk, and compliance. It is the career nobody talks about, and that gets you to the CISO faster than any other technical path. You write security policies, you run risk assessments, you manage compliance with frameworks like ISO 27001, SOC 2, and GDPR. You prepare for audits, you translate technical risk into business language that a CFO can understand. If you come from teaching, law, finance, project management, or any career where you wrote structured documents, communicated complex ideas to non-technical people, and managed processes, you already have 80% of the skills. Starting salary, 35 to 45K in UK, 60 to 80K in the US. Timeline, we're talking 6 to 9 months. Cost, £365 up to £1,200. CISO track through GRC is 10 to 12 years. Through technical, that's 15 to 20 years. The non-technical path is actually faster to the top. IAM analyst, identity gatekeeper. IAM, identity and access management, is the secret gem. Less crowded than SOC, higher starting salary, and tightly coupled to the two biggest trends in enterprise security: cloud adoption and zero trust. Your job is to make sure the right people have the right access at the right time. Onboarding, offboarding, access reviews, MFA, conditional access policies, and increasingly managing the identities of AI agents and automated systems. If you're organized, detail-orientated, good with people, and comfortable with process management, IAM is built just for you. Starting salary 35 to 50k in the UK and 75 to 90k in the US. Timeline 10 to 12 months. Cost £480 to £545. Both GRC and IAM are perfect for career changes from non-technical backgrounds. Your previous career isn't a weakness, it's the foundation that will take you forward. If your answer to question 3 was yes, the idea of breaking things excites you more than protecting them, there's only one career for you. Penetration testing, ethical hacking, getting paid to break into companies. You scan networks, you find vulnerabilities, you exploit them. You get inside systems that are supposed to be secure and you prove they're not. Then you write a report telling the company exactly how you did it and how to fix it. It is the most romanticized career in cybersecurity. And it's also the hardest to break into and the most misunderstood. 50% of pen testing is writing, reports, documentation, client communication. The other 50% is technical, Active Directory attacks, web application exploitation, privilege escalation, lateral movement. The OSCP certification is the gold standard. A 24-hour exam where you hack into multiple systems live. It's brutal, it's respected, and it takes 300 to 500 hours of preparation. Starting salary 45 to 70k in the US, 80 to 120k in the US. Timeline 12 to 18 months, and the average cost is between 1,800 and 2,200 pounds. Longest and most expensive path. But if you have patience, creativity, and deep love for understanding how systems fail, this is the most rewarding career in cybersecurity. If you want quick entry and less competition, look at other paths. There's one more career path I need to show you, that it didn't exist as a job category in 2024. In 2026, it's one of the fastest growing specializations in cybersecurity, AI security. Every company deploying AI chatbots, co-pilots, and autonomous agents is discovering these systems have security vulnerabilities nobody planned for. Prompt injection, data leakage, model poisoning, and excessive agency. 90% of organizations report skills shortages, specifically in AI security. If you learn the OWASP Top 10 for LLMs this weekend, free, takes a few hours, you immediately become one of the rarest candidates in the market. This isn't a standalone career path yet for most beginners. It's the skill you add on top of any other path that makes you exponentially more valuable. SOC plus AI security, cloud plus AI security, IAM plus AI security. The combination is what gets you hired in 2026. Now, this section is specifically for those changing careers. So if you are changing careers, your previous experience isn't a blank slate. It's a head start. Let me show you where your skills transfer. Teachers, you explain complex things simply. You manage classrooms, you train people. That equals GRC, security awareness, policy writing, and compliance training. Finance and accounting, you understand audit, regulatory compliance, risk assessment, evidence collection. That's GRC or IAM. 80% of the skills are overlapping. Legal or law, you write structured arguments, understand regulatory frameworks, manage documentation. That equals GRC, compliance, privacy, and data protection. IT support or help desk, you know Active Directory, troubleshooting, user management, that's SOC or IAM, direct stepping stone. Sysadmin or network admin, you manage infrastructure, networking, and servers. That's cloud security or SOC. Your foundation is stronger than most people. Are you a developer or engineer? You write code, understand pipelines, know version control? That's perfect for DevSec ops or cloud security and a natural fit. Project managers, You manage processes, timelines, stakeholder communication. That's perfect for GRC. Framework implementation is a project in itself. Military or law enforcement? That's process discipline, investigation, evidence handling. Perfect for DFIR or SOC and direct skill transfer. So stop apologizing for your background and start leveraging to your advantage. So let me make it simple, guys. Answer the 3 questions from the start. If you're a detective who works with evidence, that's DFIR. If you're a detective who works with alerts, you're a SOC analyst. If you're a builder who loves infrastructure, you're a cloud security engineer. If you're a builder who loves automation, you're a DevSecOps engineer. If you're a strategist who loves writing and processes, you are a GRC analyst. If you're a strategist who loves identity and access, you are IAM analyst. If you want to break things, you are a penetration tester. Now, here's the most important thing I can tell you. Picking the wrong path doesn't exist. Every skill transfers. SOC analysts become DFIR analysts. GRC analysts become CISOs. Cloud security engineers move into DevSecOps and back. The industry is more fluid than any other field. The worst decision is no decision at all. Pick one, commit for 6 months, build. You can always pivot later with everything that you have learned. I want to tell you something personal. When I started in cybersecurity, nobody told me any of this. There was no roadmap, no blueprint series, no one explained which personality fits which career. I spent years figuring it out through trial, error, and absolute luck. I built this channel because I don't want you to go through that. Every career path I've just described has a complete blueprint on this channel. Every one of them is free. Every one of them has a downloadable skills matrix that's on my website with every certification, tool, timeline, and cost mapped out. So here's what's waiting for you. You got a SOC analyst blueprint, as I mentioned earlier, 6 to 9 months timeline, £400. GRC analyst blueprint, that's 6 to 9 months, £365 to £1,200. Cloud security engineer blueprint, 10 months, £715. DevSecOps engineer blueprint, 12 to 14 months, between £350 and £1,000. Penetration tester blueprint, that's 12 to 18 months, and between £1,900 and £2,200. IAM security analyst blueprint, 12 to 14 months, 480 and £500. DFIR analyst, 12 to 14 months, between £350 and £850. AI security guide, the skill that multiplies every single path just for you. Interview masterclass, the exact answers that get you hired and why you're not getting hired, the uncomfortable truths from the hiring table. So drop a comment right now with one word: detective, builder, strategist, or a breaker. Tell me which one you are. I will personally reply with exact blueprint to start with and the first action to take this week. If this video helped you make a decision you've been putting off, hit like. It tells the algorithm to show this to someone else who's stuck. Subscribe, hit the bell. The channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to make every cybersecurity career path accessible to everyone. No gatekeeping, no exceptions. Your career in cybersecurity doesn't start with a certification. It doesn't start with a course. It starts with a decision. So make that decision today, and I'll catch you on the next one.